What is this now? Who is this? The Senate? No.
Senate.
State Senate.
State Senator.
State Senator. I need to get all their business cards. Let me get
Go.
no.
We're going to be running short of time, so let's just get down to it. The second series is the State Senate. We're going to ask them relatively the same questions we ask everybody else. We're going to try to keep the time to 1 minute per question, and that'll be 2 minutes. And what I'd like, you got something coming? Yeah. We're going to start with the first one. What are your top priorities as a legislature in the state of Florida? I'd like for you to start with the first one.
Can you all hear us back there? Yeah. Oh, loud. Okay. Some of us are very loud, so I don't think we have a problem.
Be loud.
Okay, good. Okay. We will do that.
That's what they're going to do.
Let me start off. I'm Julio Rubina, not the mayor of Hialeah, but the state representative in District 117. I've been a state representative now going on 8 years. I was the ex-commissioner and mayor of South Miami for 3 terms from 96 to 2002. I've been serving in the Florida House as a state representative, as I said, from 2002 to 2010. I'm terming out now in November. It just happens that a Senate seat is opening up at the same time, which is Senate District 36, which encompasses this area, as a matter of fact. And we go, I'm going to go east and west. West 87th Avenue east all the way out to the Bay, north and south, 200 and what is that, Sean? 250th, and all the way to Allapattah and Wynwood, Northwest 36th Street. Wow. It's huge. It's the largest Senate district in Miami-Dade County, and we want to talk about different demographics. I've got it, and different levels of income. I mean, drastic changes from one extreme to another. Let me go right to questions. What?
We'll let the other gentleman introduce. We'll let him introduce himself.
I just want to get me out of the way.
All right.
No.
Hi, my name is David Nelson. I'm running for State Senate District 38, different districts. I'm a former Army sergeant. As a black collar helicopter crew chief, I've been a flight engineer. I've been a teacher since '92. County. I've known Julio when he was mayor, and he used to come over to the South Miami Middle where I used to work. Other than that, I'll just keep it brief and go from there. And I didn't know there were questions. I just got these.
Okay, so we'll start with Julio first. I'll ask him the first question. I'll give you time to cogitate on this, okay? The first question we'd like to ask is, what are your top priorities as a senator in this state?
Actually, we got 3 things. Right now is education. Make sure that we protect our teachers is number 1. We have a battle that is going to happen again this year. They're going to go after our teachers. And, you know, everybody's hiding behind it. We want to have the best education possible. We want the best teachers, absolutely. But right now, as a fact of what happened with Senate Bill 6, that's going to be one of my priorities, to try to make sure that we address that and make sure that we do not cause any harm to teachers in the state of Florida. Education, on the other spectrum, healthcare. We really got some major issues with Medicaid here in Florida. We need to find a way to deal with that, and it's going to be a problem that we all, especially in the Senate, will probably be taking the lead on it. And last but not least, to be brief, because I can bore you with a half hour of ideas, the issue of the economy in Florida. What are we going to do to lift ourselves up out of this mess that we're in? And I think that, you know, I'm a big proponent of incentives and whatever we can do to help the mom and pop businesses to get up, get running, keep these jobs open. So those will be my 3 priorities. It'll be, again, healthcare, education, what we can do to help businesses in Florida continue to strive and help lift the economy.
Excellent. Your turn, number 1.
Okay. My top priorities would be education. My opponent in the District 38 was the chair of the K-12 committee that was pushing Senate Bill 6. I'm a teacher here in Dade County, and the whole idea behind Senate Bill 6 was, was rammed down our throat. There was 5 components that even in the state constitution says we need to consult. Their parents. Well, these are 5 factors that they consider to be part of the group that needs to be considered. Parents, students, family, educational institutions, and then the community. And you notice number 4 was educational institutions. The 3 top important things, parents, students, and family, were never considered, never consulted on SB 6. It was insulting on the amount of things that they were pushing down our throat. There was one senator from mid-state that said this is the best thing that we could ever do to draw great qualified teachers to the state of Florida. His ideals were, well, we're not going to count your advanced degrees. We want you to be highly qualified. We're going to base 50% of your salary, thank you, salary on student test scores. But we're not going to give you enough money for your classroom or the students or all the things that you need. But we're going to do this, and this is going to be the best thing that's going to draw in all these great people that want to work in these low-income schools. Okay.
Low-income
No,
schools.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Okay.
Don't use 20 seconds.
Where was I? See, you threw me off.
I'm sorry.
Thank you,
Just go ahead.
SB6. And 50% of your salary is going to be based on these students that we have no control over. Private schools, charter schools can actually exclude some students if they don't want them in their school. Public school, we have to, by law, accept everybody. No matter your economic income, if you just arrived to this country, whatever it is, we have to take you into the public school system. And these are tested. We had students come in from Haiti, from the earthquake, come in and take the FCAT, and it's counted against our school. The student that came in doesn't know English, doesn't know anything, but this is what the legislature wants to do to let's go and get all those qualified teachers over here.
Time.
All right, why don't we skip to question 3? What specific initiatives do you postulate to help close up the state's $6 billion deficit? Somebody wrote million on here, I'm sorry, I apologize for that.
Actually,
It should be shot.
that's actually somewhat incorrect. By the time we roll into session, it'll be 10 billion.
10 billion.
We have about 7 billion shortfall, and due to the oil spill, which is going to put us in another $3 billion deficit, we'll have close to 10 billion. Actually, that is the hardest question that we're going to be facing as legislators, is how do we close it? First of all, the first thing is we have to find new sources of revenue. And the state of Florida hasn't been very good in doing that. One of the things that I think that we're starting to see is the initiatives for the film and entertainment industry. Whether you like gaming or not, we're finally looking at that particular situation. It's coming up. It's a big, big revenue generator for the state of Florida. And more importantly, as I told you before, we have an initiative in Florida. We'd like to be a leader in finding alternative sources of energy. And I think that that could be something that Florida can really take an advantage in and trying to do that, seeing that we have a very viable, sugar cane industry there that now